one thing that is just a really basic kind of beginning place now for my spiritual practice is thinking about being present. And I would not have said that probably as one of my ways of engaging with the divine or with religion or with spirituality before. But now it feels like rather than a bunch of external things that I have to make sure I do, spirituality is a lot more about a lot of internal shifts that I want to make sure that I really be and embody. And that feels so different to me. And whether for you that looks like prayer or meditation or yoga or connecting with someone else, journaling, just doing that work of going within can be so, so powerful. In my life too, some of the other ways that spirituality is showing up right now have to do with seeing, how do I want to say it? Like seeing magic everywhere. And I used to feel really, really plugged in to basically seeing like signs and wonders from God like all the time. I felt like, I was sick, and then the place that I was needing to go anyway was serving like grilled cheese and tomato soup. And I felt like, oh, I'm being like taken care of. And I really went through my whole life feeling just like I could see magic everywhere. And then it's not that that ever went away necessarily, but my perception of what counted, I think, changed. And I started to feel like, well, now I have to earn it. I need to earn the magic somehow. And I don't think I would have put it in those terms, but when I look back and see the way that I was going through life and the way that I was thinking about what was sacred and what was divine and what was spiritual and what felt good, I would often have a position that was a little more like, if I'm not good, if I'm not as good as I can be, if I'm not doing everything I can, if I'm not kind of working myself to the bone, if I'm not really exhausted, then I'm not earning the magic. I'm not earning the miracles. That's obviously totally not what, that's not how it works. And so I shifted again when I sort of got jolted out of that way of thinking and was like, oh, the universe, God, angels, all of the forces of the divine are just about supporting me and bringing more and more of the magic out. And everything that I am delighted by and desiring and everything that is calling to me, every dream that I have within me is part of my ongoing conversation with God. And understanding it that way changed a lot for me. It made it seem like, oh, there aren't these categories of things I'll do that are selfish and then things I'll do that are good. And like, obviously the good ones are the ones that bring me closer to God. And then the selfish ones are the ones that are going to bring me further away. And, for any of you who grew up or like spent time in more of the Judeo-Christian traditions, that is super familiar, that there are ways that you can be apostate or ways that you can sin, distance that you can put between yourself and God. And instead I started to see like, oh, I'm not an unruly force that needs to be tamed by the spiritual side of my life. It's all the spiritual side, all of it. And I'm invited to like be in this cosmic dance with the magic, and I'm invited to open up to receive it and to open up to be surrendered, but also to really ground into what my desires are and to trust that they come from God too.